Nigel, congratulations, 11 consecutive home wins in the Football League, a new club record and with the performance to match.
Definitely. Performance certainly warranted the 3 points today. I thought it was against one of the top teams in the league. I thought we were outstanding from start to finish. A lot of good individual performances today made up the great team win.
Yeah, and you could sense what it meant to the fans as well, because in the grand landscape of things, that could be a huge 3 points.
Yeah, still lots to 8 games still to go, but it's nice to sort of get back into the top 7, still with those games in hand.
Yeah, and of course, we talk about the performance today. Let's talk about the performance at the back. First and foremost, Ollie Hawkins won every single header, and he won the most important header of all on 20 minutes.
He did. It's unusual because they're obviously known for being very dangerous from set plays, so it was nice to score with one of our own. But how we haven't scored another one after that, I think you just said, down to their goalkeeper more than anything. It was a good corner for Matty Longstaff, and we tried to put it in the right sort of areas, and it's a brilliant header, but no more than the rest of his performance today.
Was that the response you wanted after Tuesday night? Because like we said, post-match on Tuesday, the performance was there, but the conviction not so much. But tonight, this afternoon, it really was to some degree.
Yeah, we didn't make any mistakes today. That's the key. We made a couple of little ones on Tuesday night and we were punished. Sometimes we said you get away with them, but today we didn't make any mistakes, and I think Nathan Bishop was a spectator for much of the game, and especially the second half.
Yeah, and of course they finished the game with 10 men. What did you see of the instincts? It was pretty much right in front of the dugouts, and there were some questionable calls this afternoon as well.
There was a few, a few puzzling ones, especially in the first half. But I think he's given him 2 yellows, one for the tackle and one for the push.
Yeah, that's what it looked like from where we were as well. And how does that change your mentality when you go down to 10 men? Because we've seen it so often that sometimes when you're playing with a man less, you can actually raise your game a little bit. We had it ourselves, didn't we, up at Barrow?
Definitely, and it's not an absolute certainty you're then going to go on and win the game. That's why we wanted the second goal, and we were doing everything we could to get it. Got in some brilliant positions and situations today. As I say, their goalkeeper made a few outstanding saves, and also they made a lot of blocks. There was a lot of little deflections that just went for corners, could have gone in the other corner and stuff. So we didn't get a break today, and just fortunate that we didn't need one.
But you must take immense heart from your side's defensive display today, because resilient right until the last whistle.
Yeah, I thought the back four were excellent. We're missing our main man out of that with James Perch with illness, but it's lovely that I'm not sure who would have missed out, but James Perch would have played today. But the 4 of them and Bish, when called upon, they were outstanding today.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll talk about those changes in a little minute, because Rhys Oakes went off injured as well today. What's the latest with him?
His thigh just tightened up. I'm going to go down and see him and just see what he's like. But this is why we're sort of leaving him for a game here and there. We did it with Jamie Murphy, and we should have done it on Tuesday night. He's ended up with a tight hamstring, and now we've got Oatesy with a tight thigh. So I think they're both outs for Tuesday.
Yeah, but you must also look on the flip side of that. You've still got Danny Johnson desperate for a game. You've got Jordan Bowery, Lucas Akins back in as well. He was incredible again today.
Yeah, brilliant, and nothing sort of dropped for him, and a couple sort of bobbled off him and he gave them away. But his all-round game again. I thought Jordan was good when he came on, and we keep emphasising the importance of the subs, and even when they come on for a few minutes, like Faz Rawson and Kieran Wallace, those few minutes can make the difference.
Yeah, another man who got a tremendous plaudits on Mansfield 103.2 from Lee Wilson was Stephen Quinn. His experience was tremendous today. That calmness, I think you saw it late on, didn't you? Brought a ball down when many other defenders would just absolutely bop it away and put you back in trouble.
Yeah, he looked belied his age today as well. I think he was a little bit tired Tuesday night at Hartlepool, which is why he didn't complete the game. But then he got his energy back today. I'm looking forward to seeing his running stats for somebody his age, because he was bombing down that left wing at times. Thought him and Matty Longstaff and Stephen McLaughlin linked up brilliantly. Yeah,
and let's quickly reflect on those changes. Obviously, James Perch missed out through illness. At what point did you know you'd been missing Perchy today?
Well, he was ill yesterday, didn't come in training, so it was just whether it was a 24-hour bug. Had he recovered? Unfortunately, he hadn't. Faz Rawson's been ill all week. He didn't train yesterday, so he couldn't have started either. Hopefully, Perchy, if he's okay, will be back involved on Tuesday.
What's the latest with Jamie Murphy? She took him off after 20 minutes in midweek and said that he might be struggling for a couple.
Yeah, well, he's a tight hamstring, so certainly no good for today. Unlikely for Tuesday, but we'll see how he's on Monday.
A very different test on Tuesday night. Let's talk about that. This is a prime time to go to the league leaders after such a win against Northampton. They're sort of in a little bit of indifferent form, Forest Green Rovers, but it'll still be a very tough test.
I wish we were in indifferent form and 9 points clear at the top of the league like they are, from sort of automatic, they've had a great win today. They're the hard ones against Scunthorpe, and I might as well tell you now that when we go to Scunthorpe next week, it's not a given. That'll be an unbelievably tough 3 points if we get them. Never mind going to Forest Green. So I think the next 2 away games, that'll mean 7 out of 8. Once again, I think it'll go a long way to deciding our fate.
Yeah, and I think what you said there is absolutely spot on. It's not going to be a given against Scunthorpe next week. It's almost a harder game than Forest Green, isn't it, because of where they are in the table?
Definitely. Everyone will go there, we'll take an unbelievably good following, and everyone will think it's 3 points before 3 o'clock. Never is. It'll be incredible. They're almost down, and they'll relax and play and be very dangerous. But Forest Green, they got the 3 points today. They'll be thinking, let's get it done sooner rather than later. They've got 7 games left. I think they only need to win 3 or 4 or something like that, and they'll want to get one of those on Tuesday.
What will be the plan between now and then? Because a long way to go down there, as we know, and a few sort of knocks and niggles. Is it going to be sort of trying to minimise damage?
Yeah, we'll come in Monday for an hour or so and just assess everybody and see how they're all doing. And then we'll get the team and the squad on the bus for Tuesday.
Final word on the fans today. Back home, it's been a long time coming. I think it's something like 1 game at home in something like the last 8 or 9, which is absolutely ridiculous. But they seem so glad to be home, and you do as well.
Yeah, we definitely. We like playing here, and I think to get the 11 consecutive home wins, I don't know if it'll be beaten in quite some time. So. It's lovely to get that, lovely to get the clean sheet, and I hope, despite the situation where everybody's a bit nervous and a little bit edgy, and you saw that when they get a free kick or a corner late on, I hope everybody enjoyed the game today, because we did, because I thought we played well. I thought it was a brilliant performance given the situation. Absolutely.
Final word on fans for Tuesday night, because the club are supporting the coaches to go down there, as you said in the interview after the Forest Green game when it was postponed back in January. Great gesture, but it just means that support's going to be there, which is that extra lift before you even kick a ball.
Oh, definitely, and we'll do our best to put a performance on for them. So there'll be 1 or 2 don't make it from today, I'm sure, but we'll do our best. The strength of the bench is also remarkable as well. When we turn around and we look at the lads that are sitting on there. George Maris is back on the bench today, and you see Kieran Wallace coming on, Jordan coming on, Faz coming on. So it shouldn't be a weakening of the side if those sorts of players come in.
Yeah, absolutely. And finally, your final reflections on today, because like you said, record breakers, but a chance to extend it as well in coming weeks.
Yeah, well, I think the next home game is Sutton on a Friday night, so Good Friday, so we'll look forward to that one, but 2 massively important games before that.
Nigel, thanks very much.